Viewmasters, it's the podcast that we do. Viewmasters, talk about movies that we view. Viewmasters, my friend Eric and me Joe. Viewmasters, hey, let's start the show.
Hey, welcome to the Viewmasters, episode 378. Argylle! My name is Joe.
My name is Eric.
Hello, Eric.
Hello, Joe.
Oh man, I hit the title of the movie really hard. Look at that. That's rough. Sorry, everybody.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
There's only like two people to listen anyway.
That's true. I apologize to the hearing of those two people.
It'll all get normalized out by the time I'm done with it. So,
Okay, good.
It won't peak.
Okay, excellent. Oh boy. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you, sir?
I'm also all right. It's cold as shit outside.
Yeah, it's not great.
I don't care for it.
On my way home from work today. It is like 10 degrees outside. There's like 2-3 inches of snow on the ground. Saw a guy riding a bike,
Oh, sure.
smoking a cigarette.
Okay. I mean, at least he's staying warm.
I guess.
Yeah. I assume that warms your body. I don't know.
Sure.
Among the other things that cigarettes do.
I mean, I went to the store prior to that, and I was winded walking from the exit to my car. So
Fair enough. Maybe you should be smoking. Maybe that would help.
I guess I'll try it next time.
I think that's the lesson to take
All
from
right.
this. Is that if you want to be active when it's cold out, make sure you smoke
Gotcha,
while
gotcha.
you're doing it.
Plus, I would look cool.
Absolutely, yeah. Or you would look like a villain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Either way.
and villains are cool.
Villains are cool. You're right. Oh, boy. Argylle.
Argylle.
Oh, my favorite ambush bug villain. I'm so excited that he finally got a solo movie as part of James Gunn's DCEU.
I mean, this movie does have Peacemaker and Superman in it.
It's true, it does. Only one of whom now is canonical.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. Is this a Kingsman movie?
Apparently so.
Was it a secret Kingsman movie?
It apparently turned out to be.
Okay.
Does spoiler, and who gives
I don't
a
give
shit?
a fuck. Yeah, nobody cares.
So now does Mark Miller own this movie?
I guess? How does that work? That's actually a really good question.
Does Dave Gibbons get any kickback?
I would hope so.
I would hope so as well.
Yeah.
Although I feel like whatever Miller's deal was when he sold all the rights to his stuff, I think the artist kind of just got a flat paycheck. And
Okay.
yeah,
That sounds right.
like, well taken care of, but cut out of the any future sort of whatevers.
Gotcha.
This is all pure speculation on my part.
Who
but
knows?
Also, just what little I know about Mark Miller's. That seems right.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah. No, that mid-credit scene served only to confuse and befuddle me.
Same.
Yeah.
I
I also haven't seen a Kingsman movie since the very first one, so like it's entirely possible that all of these characters have existed previously, and I just wasn't aware of it.
I've seen all the Kingsman movie. Apparently now I've seen all the Kingsman movies.
Congratulations.
Didn't know I was missing one.
You did it. It was akin to Bruce Willis showing up at the end of Split.
It sort of was.
Yeah.
I don't recall any of these characters ever appearing in any of the previous Kingsman movies.
Okay.
So, yeah, and the last one was a prequel anyway, so...
I mean, the Kingsman movies are all very British.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And these are American spies.
For the most part.
For
it
the
seems.
most part,
Yeah.
except for Catherine O'Hara.
Sure.
Of course.
Of course.
Noted British actress Catherine O'Hara. But yeah, so maybe they're expanding the world of the Kingsman.
Well, in the second one, there is an American group
Okay.
that I guess the Kingsman equivalent.
Okay.
Uh,
So all the President's Men?
I forget what they're called, but their whole thing is they're all kind of cowboys, and their front is that they make whiskey.
Okay. Cool.
And one of them is Channing Tatum.
Of course it is.
And I believe another one is Pedro Pascal.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. I really like the Kingsman movies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're all really enjoyable. This one was not.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. There's too many fucking twists in this movie. It is too much,
None of them work.
None of them work. It's too long. Holy shit! This movie is 4 hours long. I felt every inch of this movie.
Oh boy. Yeah. What a bad movie this is. I didn't know.
I know.
Okay.
I know you didn't.
I saw the trailer. Trailer looked fun.
Sure. All I saw was Henry Cavill with a stupid haircut,
He does have a stupid haircut.
and I was like, "What are they doing?"
Kind of the fun of it.
Yeah. I did not know that Sam Rockwell was in this movie,
All right.
and I do find Sam Rockwell very watchable.
He is, but even he really could not bring much of anything to this movie.
Yeah.
When he first appears, I thought, okay, we're getting something.
Yeah.
There's a little juice happening here.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, but it just went away immediately.
He shaved.
It was even before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it during the first music video?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fight sequence on the train, even that is just way too long.
Yeah. It's just this movie's boring as hell.
It was rough. It was pretty bad.
It feels like there is a sense of fun that has just been sucked out of the entirety of it.
Yeah.
Like it again, the Kingsman movies, since apparently this is one.
Right. The new worst one, apparently.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I like all of them. They're
Yeah.
all fun. They all have something about them that just drives it, that keeps it light, that really doesn't take itself too seriously. And I don't know what happened here. Well, I have a suspicion about what happened here.
Okay.
But it's just so fucking lifeless.
Yeah.
And it like you said, there are so many twists, and it feels like it is so hinged on all those twists that nothing else about this movie even fucking matters.
Yeah. I honestly thought, so there's, on Grey's Anatomy,
All right.
there's a character played
Bring
by
it.
Katherine Heigl named Izzy Stevens.
Wasn't she gone after like the second season?
She stuck around for a while.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But she, her most famous storyline involved her falling in love with a patient who needed a heart transplant.
Okay.
And then she cuts a wire on purpose that kills him, basically, to like try and get him moved up the list of whatever.
Okay.
They bring him back to life, obviously.
Yes.
But he ends up dying. And then the famous part is that she sees his ghost pretty regularly. And like for half a season, I feel like she sees this guy's ghost and then it turns out she has a brain tumor.
Is that when they write her off the show?
Well, when the brain tumor recurred is when they wrote her off the show. But yes. But when she kept seeing fucking Argylle in this movie, I was like, oh, she has a brain tumor. Maybe this is all some sort of hallucination.
I feel like I would have accepted that
Yeah?
a lot easier
Yeah?
than any of the other twists that are provided to me in this movie.
I mean, there is something wrong with her brain.
Yeah, true.
It's just not that.
Oh, boy. And also just... I like Matthew Vaughn movies.
Yeah.
Like I was just looking over the list of the other movies he's directed, just to see, hey, I liked most all of these. Layer Cake, X-Men First Class, The Three Kingsmen, all on board.
He did Three Kings?
All Three Kingsmen.
Nah, I know. I'm just fucking with you.
It's almost bad as the crepes joke.
Nothing is as bad as that. Jason would have loved this movie.
Probably.
Yeah.
But you'll have to forgive me. I always get confused. Who directed Silence of the Lambs?
Jonathan Demme.
Jonathan Demme. Matthew Vaughn is no Jonathan Demme.
Right.
So there is no reason why almost every single character has to look straight into the camera
Right.
as much as humanly possible throughout the entire 5.5 hours long that this movie is.
Right. Yeah, at first, so we see, Bryce Dallas Howard sits down to write the end of her novel or whatever,
Yeah.
and she looks straight down the barrel of the camera, and I was like, oh, are we doing a meta thing here? Because it had already been sort of meta at that point.
A little bit, yeah.
Like the movie starts with, Henry Cavill doing spy shit, and then it turns out that all of that was the book that she had written and was doing a reading from. And so I was like, oh, is she going to, maybe she's going to talk to the audience or whatever while she's working or who knows what.
Right.
But no, she was just looking at her cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, perhaps... Because I knew there was a twist to this movie.
Okay. Did you know there were 15?
I did not know that there were 15 twists.
Okay.
Because I do remember, part of the trailer being, once you find out the secret, don't let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Also referring to the fact that there's a cat in a bed for 90% of this movie.
Right.
A horrifyingly CGI'd cat.
Yeah, it was terrible. Really, really terrible. And that cat served zero purpose.
Nope. Do you think he was real once at least?
No.
Maybe at the beginning?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know.
So I thought, okay, she's a writer. People write movies.
Yeah.
Maybe this is going to be a precious little sort of, diatribe about writing in general.
Yeah.
Or the life of a writer somehow.
Adaptation or something.
Yeah. But no, it's really not.
Yeah, she's just talking to her cat.
Yep. Oh,
there is a moment early on, or early-ish, I guess. I don't know. Before we find out who she really is.
right.
So, spoiler alert. There's a twist to who the main character actually fucking is. But when she's helping Sam Rockwell figure out, I forget what they're trying to figure out. It didn't even fucking matter. And she just repeats over and over again, I did figure it out. I did figure it out. And I thought of spies have to be creative, right? I would assume.
Sure.
That would be part of being good at doing that job.
Nimble of mind, at least.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah. So they wouldn't need some fucking novelist writer or whatever to come in and be like, oh, that actually was a good idea.
Right.
So, and that part I was like, oh, right, okay, the writer is gonna save everything or figure all of this stuff out or whatever.
Yep.
And yeah, I was ready to dislike it for that reason, but then I found new reasons to dislike it as the movie continued.
I mean, and the thing is, those reasons that you had, about, are still valid.
Yeah, right.
Because the writer did save everything at
That's
the end.
true. Yeah.
It just took a real stupid fucking turn to get there.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I got more pissed off when they showed Bryan Cranston as her dad, or when they revealed that she is in fact the real Agent Argylle.
Right. Yeah. I could feel them. I could feel them withholding who her dad was.
Yeah.
And initially, the house or whatever that we see Catherine O'Hara in Chicago,
Yeah.
looked a lot like the Home Alone house.
Sure.
And it also looked a lot like the house from Risky Business. Like the doorway that she stands in front of the staircase, like Tom Cruise totally slid in socks and underpants and a dress shirt in that set specifically. And I was like, oh, maybe they did some sort of stunt casting where they got the dad from Home Alone to be her dad?
I believe he's dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
John Hurd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he died a while ago.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't have worked. But, like, I could feel it.
They were deliberately not showing us.
Yeah, there's going to be something there.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to be Bryan Cranston.
But previously we have discovered was the villain.
Right.
Essentially, of this movie.
Yeah.
And so that is one of the first twists,
Yeah.
I think. Other than Sam Rockwell being a spy.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's still pretty normal at that point.
Well,
I think Sam Rockwell, us being led to believe that Sam Rockwell wants to kill her,
yes,
is the first sort of twist. I feel like
that leads her to escape to, and then her parents come in.
Yeah,
and that's when we get the Bryan Cranston reveal.
Right,
and then very shortly after that, the Moira.
Yes, Moira Rose emerges.
Yes. I did. I spent the day yesterday with my lady friend, and all we did was watch Schitt's Creek.
Amazing.
So it was
going from that to this,
very fresh on my mind.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then that was confusing when they turn and Sam Rockwell arrives. Like, I didn't have any idea what was happening at that point.
Right.
Which I guess is sort of the point.
Yeah.
And then Samuel L. Jackson appears. Uncle Sam himself.
His last name was Samson, wasn't it? Alfred Samson or something like that?
Solomon.
Solomon. Okay.
Yes, Alfred Solomon. Yes. You'd have to be born on a Monday to enjoy this movie.
At least you'd be dead by Sunday.
That's right. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Watched Argylle on Tuesday. Spent Wednesday through Saturday depressed.
This movie is so bad. I did not expect it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be fun.
I know. Yeah.
It was not.
There's the possibility of fun.
There is the possibility.
I feel
of
like.
fun. Yeah. It feels like this is a decent setup
Yeah.
that is just poorly executed.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if it's a decent setup. It's Castle. It's Castle.
I mean, it's kind of Castle. But I mean, the
Which part of the setup is decent, I guess? What is the setup? Because there are multiple fucking setups in this goddamn movie.
the setup that she is a writer who apparently is so good at writing that she has accidentally stumbled onto actual spy secrets.
Right, okay.
I feel like that is a decent premise.
That is a decent premise, okay.
And then it takes the Castle turn of writer gets hired by spy agency to consult.
Yeah.
And then there are 89 ridiculous, doesn't work if you think about it for a split second twists.
Oh, fuck.
Also, Bryce Dallas Howard is not good, is she?
She's serviceable. I think she's okay.
She's been good in stuff before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't think that she, when she is acting as Agent Argylle, I don't think
I
that...
just got so angry here.
Yeah, I get it, yeah. No. That is the correct response. I don't think that she... And maybe it's just because that's not what I'm used to seeing her do, but I don't feel like she's intense. Like she is acting intense.
Right.
She is acting like a badass.
It is not in her wheelhouse.
It's definitely not.
But I just found her so irritating and dead
Yeah.
throughout the entire thing.
She has been good in other stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I think of The Village specifically.
I never saw The Village.
Okay.
I mean, honestly,
People rag on it, but I think it's pretty solid.
I feel like that's gotten a sort of a second life in later years.
Yeah.
Especially with Shyamalan making much worse movies.
Definitely. Definitely.
I feel like that was like his first major stumble, and people just really, really, shot it down.
Yeah. There's questionable stuff in it for sure, but otherwise, yeah.
But then he made The Happening, and that deserves everybody's ire.
Right? That's what was my pick for next week. Is that cool?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I already used up my veto, I guess.
Yeah, no, but I thought of her in Jurassic World.
Also, I haven't seen.
And there was criticism about her in Jurassic World, like, running around in heels.
Yeah, I knew that.
So there was the part in this movie where she specifically takes her heels off before she goes running around, and I was like, oh, I see what you did there.
Yep. I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I struggling to think, what have I seen her as? Terminator Salvation.
Yeah. Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3.
I actually think she's pretty good in Spider-Man 3.
I think, she's pretty good
for
in
the
that.
material that Gwen Stacy is given.
Sure, yeah. I don't remember a thing about Terminator Salvation other than that also had a dumb twist to it.
Yeah.
So I can't even remember. I barely remembered that she was in it.
I actually had forgotten until just this very moment, yeah.
But I imagine she has not much to do, because that is not a movie for girls to be in.
No, she's...
Traditionally, the Terminator movies have no female protagonists.
That's right. Well, when John Connor's around, John Connor's the hero.
That's right. Terminator 2, T2. It's all John Connor.
That's right. T3, Rise of the Machines.
Sure.
Sorry, Claire Danes. Step aside.
Nick Stahl's taking over.
Hell yeah, he is. Mr. Carnival himself. Oh, man.
Also, I felt like I just kept seeing, like, the seams of this movie from, like, bad CGI.
Yeah.
Not just the cats, but so much else.
Yeah, there's, like, early on, even during the Grease chase sequence, that's part of the opening sequence.
Like, I can kind of buy that because it is...
Because it's supposed to be fake?
Right,
I guess, yeah.
But then, like, even the stuff that's supposed to be real just looks very CG or just blue screened, whatever. But then, and this is not something that I should notice. But when I can see the contours of the makeup on Bryce Dallas Howard's face to fake giving her features that she does not have.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's rough, yeah. Yeah, that's not great.
And I only know this because my ex made me watch makeup videos. So I had seen, like...
Why?
Process. Because there was this, like, YouTube channel. It's, like, a woman who... She puts on makeup, like, heavy-duty, like, makeup while telling, like, a true crime murder story.
Okay.
And she loved that shit.
Okay.
And made me watch a couple episodes. And the stories were fascinating, but we were sitting there watching a woman stare at a camera and put makeup on her face.
It seems like the sort of thing you could just listen to while you do other things.
That's why podcasts exist.
Exactly. Oh shit, I think we've stumbled upon something here. We could call them audio videos.
That's a great name.
Oh man.
Like it made me wonder, like, was this movie shot like 4 years ago, high pandemic? Like,
Yeah.
like high lockdown, because it felt so like nobody felt like they were in the same room together half the time.
Yeah.
And then this just sat on a shelf, or they just spent so much time CGIing that cat to get it to look picture perfect.
That could be what it was. They were waiting for Peter Jackson to perfect. It took the combined might of Peter Jackson and James Cameron to come up with that cat. And you know what? They still need to keep working on it.
Really? I thought they nailed it.
They are so close. They just need one more chapter. When she finished that book, and it ends with, "Well, I'm one step closer, gonna go to London." What a bullshit ending to a book.
Yeah.
She's a terrible writer. How is she popular? She's writing stories, okay.
From the writer in the room.
Yeah,
Please.
she's writing stories. I have so many questions about Ellie, whatever her last name is.
Conway?
Ellie Conway, that's right, yes. I have so many questions about her career as a successful writer.
Now, just because it's successful and popular doesn't necessarily mean it's good.
That's true. But if she's writing novels that are so close to reality that they are potentially revealing secrets, like, why is the Division or whatever the fuck SD6 is called on this? SD6, of course, from Alias.
Okay.
Is the organization that Sydney worked for, which she then found out was evil. Why are they letting these things be released? if they're going to reveal their secrets, and the only reason that they're doing it is so that they can, like, get at whatever memory she has of where this flash drive is.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go to get to something that I don't even know what the fucking list is.
Their plan is terrible.
It's a list of everybody in the division, I guess.
I think it's a knock list.
It's a knock list, so it's Mission Impossible.
It is, yeah.
But then, like, I don't know.
Their plan is stupid.
It is stupid.
If you're gonna brainwash her, why can't you just get her memories out of her?
Yeah.
Why do you have to go through this whole rigmarole of giving her a cover identity where she thinks she's a writer?
Yeah.
Because she had a skating accident?
Right.
And then lived for 5 years, where apparently she has put out a book a year.
Yeah. So, unbelievable thing number 2. How long are these books? Who is her editor? Other than, I guess, her mom? We never see any of that part of her life. Like, that's what I'm interested in.
The publishing aspect.
Who's her fucking agent?
Right? Yeah, who's her publishing house?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, what's her contract like?
Yeah. She lives in a beautiful home.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Apparently there are Argylle action figures.
Yes. Yeah.
So it is a book series
Yeah.
that has become so popular that it has action figures.
Right.
Almost unheard of.
Well, I assume those are from the animated series.
They did have a very animated look to it, yes. The covers look terrible.
So bad. Also, like, did they have titles? Or are they all just called Argylle?
Argylle book whatever.
Argylle 1, Argylle 2.
They bring up Ian Fleming and Jean Le Carre,
Yeah.
2 master spy novelists
Yeah.
who would be rolling in their grave. This is George Smiley, Book 1. James Bond, Book 10.
Book 1, Tinker. Book 2, Taylor.
So you're giving it too much.
You're right, I am shit. Yeah, it's not even like... I mean, the Harry Potter books all had Harry Potter and the blah blah blah.
Right.
Get Argylle and the secret flash drive. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what you name this shit. She doesn't either.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. There's a real Argylle?
And he has a mullet.
What the fuck?
And he's Southern.
What the fuck?
Until
Until he's British.
he's British 20 years earlier.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That made no sense.
None of it makes sense.
I know. Remember how the real hero of the day is a character who died within the first 5 minutes and then wasn't fucking seen again?
Yep.
Until, surprise, they're alive.
Talked about, though.
That's called bad storytelling, everyone.
It absolutely is. Yeah.
I know, they're talked about.
Yeah.
They're talked about for 2 minutes in the middle.
Sure, yeah.
And they have multiple songs playing throughout, so I should really have known that Ariana DeBose would be back.
Is that somebody?
She is, she's an actress.
Okay.
I think she got famous for being part of the original cast of Hamilton.
Okay.
But she wasn't like a named character. She was just like a standout like background player.
Okay.
But then she went on to she's been on Broadway a whole bunch.
Okay. Well,
And apparently has a music career now as well, because her songs were used throughout the movie.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I actually didn't recognize her initially. Like I clocked it as someone that I had seen before, but then she was dead, so I was like, oh, it's probably just nobody.
Right. I mean, at least I am aware that Dua Lipa is a person that exists.
Right. Yeah.
So when I recognized the name, I was like, oh, okay. And then, of course, the thing that pissed you off the most.
Oh, yes.
Reading unsolicited emails.
Don't you... Yeah, Ellie tells Sam Rockwell that she was going to bring this character back in the next book. This character who, unbeknownst to her, was based on a real person who actually died. She was going to bring this character back in her next book based on a suggestion from a reader who sent her an email with a great idea for how to do it. You don't fucking do that.
Nope.
This is why she needs a fucking agent or anyone to tell her. You don't do that.
Nope.
No, you're going to go to court. You're going to get sued.
Yep.
All your Argylle money is going to be gone. Is it possible? Is it possible that none of the books are actually published?
I mean, when we really started talking about this a couple minutes ago, the thought flashed in my head, are they all just self-published on Amazon?
Yeah.
Like, they have that thing that you can do.
But, like, she does readings and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it possible that it's all a setup by the Division? But no, that doesn't work, because then there are random people in the park who, like, recognize her.
Right.
Like, I would actually have enjoyed it more if she was an atrocious writer.
That was just part of a vast conspiracy.
And that they, like, set this up so that she thinks that she's successful, so she keeps writing books until they find out what they need to know from her. Like, I actually would have appreciated that more than her actually being a successful novelist.
I mean, part of that is true. I mean, she is an atrocious writer.
She is. That's true. But everyone in the world apparently has terrible tastes.
I mean...
And they're hooked on spy novels.
Also true. At least the terrible taste part.
Oh, man.
Good lord.
Arg. Isle.
No one walks out of this unscathed.
Nope.
Poor Sam Rockwell.
Yeah. He dances a few times.
He does a fine job.
He's trying.
He was not strong enough to carry this forth. That horrific fucking dance battle scene.
Oh, that was rough. That was rough. Is this movie PG-13?
I believe so.
Okay.
There was one use of the word fuck.
There was one fuck and there was no blood, so I assumed it was PG-13.
Yep, has to be.
But for as many people who die horrifically from gunshots and stabbings and explosions and I assumed like, oh, this was PG-13.
Yeah. Oh boy.
That sequence made me think of the part in The Suicide Squad when Harley just massacres a bunch of guys.
Yeah, done much better.
Much better.
So again, Matthew Vaughn has made some good movies.
Yeah.
And it feels like he was just trying so hard to be so many other types
Yes.
of directors trying hard to throw in that James Gunn stuff, trying real hard to audition for a Mission Impossible or James Bond.
Yeah.
Also, probably just, I made a couple successful movies, just real high on his own supply at this point.
Yeah.
The De Palma thing, or Demi thing, sorry.
Yeah.
I always get those two confused.
Okay. How dare you?
But I think the worst aspect of this, though, is ironically the writing.
Yeah.
The script is shit.
It's terrible. And it's so pleased with itself.
Oh, it is real fucking proud of itself. It is real precious with itself. The whole movie is just, it feels so precious. Yeah. So Vaughn had a writing partner that he worked with, Jane Goldsmith or Jane Goldman or something like that.
Okay.
Married to Jonathan Ross, British television personality.
Yeah.
And I think she did not work on The King's Man, which was the previous Kingsman movie.
Right.
But again, that movie is pretty good. But this is a totally different guy at the helm of the script, and I think that's where a large part of the problem works.
Okay.
Different guy, apparently not very good. I looked up some of his other credits. Nothing real spectacular. He's got a credit as the writer on Wonder Woman.
Okay.
The first one. But I think like 39 other people also have credits writing that movie.
Sure,
too,
sure.
So. It all goes down to, like, if the script is bad, then there's not going to be too much else that can save it.
Yeah.
And the script really, really fucking drags this one down. And takes everything with it.
Yeah.
Bad movie.
That was rough. I liked Madam Web more than I liked this movie.
I am sorry.
It's okay. Quite all right.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
On a scale of Madam Webs, I give this half a web.
How many webs does Madam Web get?
5 webs, obviously.
Wow, okay. And just for
I don't know what the
context,
scale means.
Okay, I was gonna just ask, Morbius, where Morbius falls.
Oh man, Morbius. Oh shit.
Is Morbius better than this movie?
That's what I'm trying to decide.
Okay, right.
Honestly, this movie does not have Jared Leto in it, and is therefore better than Morbius.
All right.
But that's only reason.
I get it. Oh. Is there anything that brought you joy this past week?
I don't remember.
Okay. You had a birthday.
I did have a birthday. I had a nice long weekend for my birthday.
Yeah.
Just hung out, did some stuff with friends, and went and got some bookshelf storage for my DVDs, which is exciting.
Yeah.
It's a problem that I've been trying to come up with a solution for months, that I finally came up with something that I like, so that was nice.
That's good.
I did also go to a toy store that's down near IKEA, and I got a pretty amazing 2-pack of Batman and Robin from the movie Batman and Robin. And they're in like shiny silver and black costumes, and they look awesome.
I like it. You posted them on Instagram. I was gotta admit, I was a little jealous there.
Yeah.
And it also brings me back to like, when McFarlane put out the Batman and Robin line, they should have been in the shiny silver costumes.
Right? Yeah. Well, I think I've told you this, that they should just do a second wave.
Well, of course.
Where they're in the final battle costumes.
Right. And also have a Build-A-Figure Bane.
Build-A-Figure Bane, yeah. And an alternate costume Poison Ivy.
Sure, yeah.
Since she was so hard to find before.
Right. I'm on board.
I appreciate your support.
Get on it, McFarlane.
I'll send you a link to my petition.
All right.
To sign. So yeah, shiny toys making me happy this week.
Nothing wrong with that.
How about you?
We've brought him up a couple times already this episode, but I just finally watched Creature Commandos, written by James Gunn.
Nice.
And that show is a delight.
Nice.
In particular, G.I. Robot.
I've heard good things about G.I. Robot.
He does not like Nazis.
Excellent. I'm on board with him already.
And so he is the best character ever.
How many episodes is that?
It's like 7?
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, maybe 8.
Okay.
I feel like 7 because I was like, it's a weird number.
Yeah. All right.
Basically, one episode for each character to get a spotlight story.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really fun. Couple of heartbreaking episodes here and there, but not too bad. Just overall, just really good.
That's awesome.
G.I. Robot.
Is Superman in it?
I feel like there's reference, but no actual like scene or anything like that.
Because this is the first official part of
right.
James Gunn's DC EU, right?
Yeah, but boy, lots of references to his Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Because Weasel is a part of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
And Rick Flag Sr. is one of the characters.
Okay.
Referencing Rick Flag Jr.
Yeah.
Played by your favorite Joel Kinnaman.
Oh, yeah, of course. We stand Joel Kinnaman.
Yep.
That reminds me, weekly meetings of the Joel Kinnaman fan club here in Dayton, Ohio will now be held on Fridays instead of Thursdays.
As long as it's early in the evening.
Like 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I can make them.
Okay, perfect. Right. So everybody adjust your calendars.
All right.
I'll send an email blast out to let everybody know as well.
Excellent. I'll put it on my calendar.
Excellent. Put it in your iCal.
Yep. I mean, I don't have an iPhone, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I believe in you. Oh, should I pick a movie for next week?
You probably should.
All right. I'm trying to pick a good one.
All right. I hope. Fingers crossed.
I feel okay about this one.
All right.
So no, I would like to watch. This is an animated movie from 2017.
Okay.
It is called Loving Vincent.
All right.
It is about the final days of painter Vincent van Gogh.
Oh, alrighty.
And it's animated in a very interesting style from what I've seen, and I think it'd be interesting to watch.
Okay. All right. I've never heard of it.
All right.
What platform is that on?
I wrote it down. It is on. Where'd my list go? That's on Prime.
All right.
Yeah.
Loving Vincent.
Loving Vincent.
All right.
Yes.
I like Van Gogh, so
excellent.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, that does it for another episode of The Viewmasters.
Yes, it does.
And until next time, keep living your life a quarter mile at a time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Rid-it-did-do-do.
Thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. You can subscribe to the show directly at our websites view.guttertrash.net or on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit our website at view.guttertrash.net for information about our Twitter and Instagram. Once again, thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. We'll see you next time.